What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Qasim and today we are talking about something other than technology. I recently went skydiving and because you guys are like my friends and family, I wanted to share my experience with you all because I really think it was that great of an experience and this is something that you all should try at least once in a lifetime. Now, I'm not somebody who's afraid of heights by any means, but skydiving is a whole nother level. The altitude that we were jumping from was 10,000, and by the time that I actually jumped, the plane was at 10,500 feet. Now, when everybody was getting on the plane, me and my friends, they were all in front of me, and I was the last one to get on. So I was sitting at the tail end right by the door. So, last one on, but first one to jump. Now, at first I was like, oh wow, like I'm literally going to be looking outside and seeing us raise higher and higher and higher, and this is going to be freaky. But the thing was, like, I didn't get scared at all. I actually enjoyed just seeing the takeoff. The shutter was open the whole time, and I just see that we're getting higher and higher, and then ultimately we passed the clouds, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I kept looking down and telling my instructor, this is so awesome. Now, there did come one point in where I freaked out is when he closed the shutter and he went to strap me into place before we jump. So we were approaching the altitude and the position where we were supposed to jump from. And so he started tightening my harness and everything. And the doors closed, and I'm literally at the end of the plane, and I just see the plane, the doors closed, and that's when I realized that, wow, I'm about to jump from a plane. Next thing you know, shutter opens, all my friends are cheering and hollering and they're just pumping me up. And I literally like put my leg out and the instructor was like, hold up, dude, calm down. We're gonna jump in a second. So next thing you know, we turn around. I had my head back and we jumped. Now, right after you jump, it's literally like the ground is coming at you fast. You get that roller coaster feeling. You know how you go to that height of the roller coaster and then you're expecting that drop, and as soon as you drop, you get that feeling in your stomach? I had that feeling for about maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and I see the world just coming in closer to me, and then it just went away. Next thing you know, the instructor taps my arm because we were supposed to spread out our hands like this as if, there are wings. And so I spread out my arms and I'm just looking down at the ground, just getting closer and closer. And I'm just like, wow, this is awesome. Like, I was just so lost in that moment that literally my instructor had to tap my head right here. And he was like, he had his GoPro strapped to his arm looking towards us. So as we're falling down, he's like tapping my head to look in the camera. And then I remember when I look in the camera, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, as if he's gonna take some kind of picture. I was just so lost in that moment. I just wanted to enjoy that moment so much that I just, I don't know. I can't really explain the feeling, but I love just seeing the ground, seeing everything, and I'm just like looking at it all right in front of me. Next thing you know, parachute opens and it just jerks you up. You've got these straps on your thighs that literally like pull you and it kind of hurts. So after your parachutes open, the next thing they do, which is pretty freaky, is they start loosening your straps a bit. So you're in this pretty tight position when you first do your jump. Mid-air, he's asking you to move around a little bit and to kind of adjust yourself into like a seating position. It almost is like as if you're in a chair that's in the sky. Now that parachute part, from the moment that that parachute opens, it's so much fun. You get this feeling that you're just in a seat that's floating through the sky and you can just see everything in front of you. You look right, you look left. Now, what was amazing was when he actually told me to pull the handle to make a turn. When you make those sharp turns with the parachute, you get that G-force feeling in your stomach and the whole world just kind of turns sideways. And it's so awesome. You're going so fast, he'll turn right and then he'll turn left. It honestly is such a beautiful experience. And I enjoyed that whole part so much. Pretty soon, what ends up happening is you are approaching this field. So they have this large field with like a target on it. So that's where you're supposed to land. You're approaching it, and he's just positioning ourselves into the landing area, and you land, and the landing is pretty smooth. It's honestly smoother than I thought. But what's funny is that the instructor asks you to stand, and right as you land, your legs have been in the air so much, it just feels so weird to all of a sudden ask your legs to stand up and hold you up. So that was a little difficult for me. I almost had my instructor like fall over. But once you land on the ground, one of the first things that crossed my mind, I was like, wow, I literally just jumped out of the sky. This was so awesome. And doing it with a group, I think is a lot better than just going by yourself at one time. All your friends are with you. So some of these guys were my cousins. So two of my cousins from the group are actually getting married, and that's why we traveled. So, they're with you, your friends are with you, and you're doing this as an experience together. And I think that really makes it easy. So, if you've got somebody else, like a friend or anyone else that wants to do skydiving and experience it, I would say get them on board and do it as a group. It's really, really fun. All seven of us were packed into one plane. We're hooting, we're hollering the whole way, screaming at the top of our lungs, and it was absolutely amazing. Now, after I landed and I just recalled everything that happened, it happened so fast. The instructor turned to me, asked me a few questions. How was it? And I was like, you know what? It was great. I can't wait to come back and do this again with you because it was that good of an experience. After that, I'm walking away and I see all my friends, and we're riding this little shuttle bus back to the skydiving center. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, man, I don't think there's anything I can't do. Like, jumping out of a plane is such an extreme thing that it just gives your brain this whole new perspective on life. We're often pursuing career goals or maybe some kind of art goal. Maybe you want to be a singer, an actor, a musician, whatever. Whatever you're pursuing in your life, I think this experience is so good because it makes you realize that if I can jump out of a plane and not be scared and land safe and sound, what else is there that I can't do? Like, it just removes that limit from your mind. And I think that it's a really, really good experience. And it's something that you guys definitely should experience. And this is exactly why I wanted to share it with you all that if you can, go skydive. It's not only fun, but it just gives your mind a whole new perspective on life, goals, everything. The whole time after that, I'm just like, man, I honestly feel like I can do anything now. So guys, with that said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my perspective of skydiving. This video was different than the one I had planned for you all, but I had to share this with you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've done skydiving before. Share your experience with me. I'd love to hear it from you. And if you haven't and you've got anything to say, write it down there. And most importantly, guys, take care of yourselves. And I will see you all in the next video.